and welcome back to another episode. And joining me today, Jake Banfield. How's it going, man?
What's going on, man?
Not much. Another day. We're just talking about the weather. It's finally a little warmer where I am, anyway.
Yeah. It got chilly here in Oklahoma, but it's not as cold as where you are. So I don't need to complain.
Yeah, it's been like minus 40 for the last couple of weeks. So
my goodness.
I'll take it.
My goodness. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely.
For starters, man, for those who may not know you, watching, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from.
Absolutely. Yep. So I'm Jake Banfield, singer-songwriter out of small town Oklahoma. Small town Manford, Oklahoma is the name of it, and spent some time in Tulsa as well. I've been doing music for about 2 years now, and kind of got into the industry through TikTok and making videos in my own music, and kind of made a career of it. And now I write songs and record. So it's really cool, man. It's a cool deal.
Amazing. And you, correct me if I'm wrong, you originally was going to go play football, correct?
It was basketball.
Basketball. Yeah. Yes.
So my dad was a coach. My grandpa's coach, uncle's a coach. Like, it was all in my family, just straight basketball. So I played for 19 years, and went on to play college basketball, and ended up hurting my knee. And I guess that was a blessing in disguise, because that's where I kind of found music and kind of started taking it serious. So it's wild, but it was worth it for sure.
For sure. And you get this knee injury. What was the moment? Like, you're just like, I'm just going to go grab this guitar and.
Yeah, no. So my best friend is Kellen Hines. I've recorded a lot of music with him, and he was also playing college basketball at another school. I was rehabbing. That's what I was doing. And I was sitting in my dorm room, and TikTok was just now starting to get some traction. So I was like, Kellen was getting into production. So he would send me beats over the computer, and I would just start writing to him, just kind of figuring it out. And so I did that. And then I also went to the local pawn shop and bought a dusty guitar. But dude, so we had to make that work. And then every time, any chance we could get for me and Kellen to meet up on the weekend for even like 48 hours. If we get 48 hours, we were just going to stay up all night and make music. And then it just became, we love to do it. So we started taking it super serious. But it was different, because it was hard to do with basketball and training and weightlifting, all that. But we made it happen, and it was really cool.
Absolutely. And with TikTok, you have over 800,000 followers, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'm very thankful.
What's your favorite thing about the whole platform?
Yeah, so I would say, honestly, I feel like there's a lot of, I'm trying to think how to word it. There's so much power in it, to where I have a message through my music, and I'm just by just posting a video, I can reach millions of people and help them out of a situation that they're in or anything they're going through. And just like that, you're just everyone. It's so powerful. I think just how powerful it is it's hard to wrap your head around how many people you can reach in such a short amount of time, because you couldn't do that. Like, obviously, anytime like that. This is a huge app. And so once I saw how many people were being affected by what was going on, it was like, wow, this is a powerful app.
And do you remember your first like viral video? Like, when was the moment you're like, oh, I've got an audience here? Like,
yeah, man. So actually, I was in high school. It had nothing to do with music. This was the most lucky thing ever. And there was this sound where, I don't know what, this was just me, I guess. I jumped into a dumpster and it fell over, and like it blew up. Like, I didn't know what was going on. First video ever posted. So that's honestly, I guess me jumping into a dumpster kind of showed me this can reach a lot of people.
For sure.
And then, yeah, man, as far as music wise, I don't remember the first one, But I do remember everyone at the school was like, how did that blow up? He just jumped into a trash can. But hey, man, it worked out, I
Hey,
guess.
man. Yeah, exactly.
You got to start somewhere.
Man, I think I had one video. It wasn't like crazy viral. I think it was only like 70,000 views, but it was literally, I think that Taylor Swift trend where like you push the phone on the
Yeah,
skateboard.
yeah.
I'm just humping the air, man. It, it was,
Hey,
I'm like, whoa, like how does this get big? But then, like it's,
oh, 100%, man. You see the craziest stuff blow up on that app. It is wild.
oh man, it's crazy. And I've got friends who are kind of known on TikTok for something other than their music.
Yeah.
But then they put their music on there, and everyone's like, nah, I want to
Yeah,
see
100%.
outfits instead. Like,
Literally. No, it's crazy. People know what they want to see, and it can get difficult to kind of try something else because people are going to blow up this side right here, and it's just wild. The app is crazy.
yeah, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Cool, man. So, someone who's never heard your music before, how would you describe your sound to them?
Wow, that's a great question. I would say the sound is very unique. It's something that you won't hear very often at all because it's got a little mix of a lot of different genres just because I was raised on a lot of different genres, so I've kind of implemented that into my sound. So as far as how to describe it, it's like a pop country with a hint of alternative music and another hint of rock music and then some hip hop melodic things. Like it's trying to fit all that in there, but that's how I'd probably say it right there. And the guy might go, "Whoa, what am I about to listen to?" But man, it's cool. It's trying to just be myself and things I was raised on and trying to make music that I'd love to hear. So
Absolutely. It's I think I saw one of your TikTok lives the other night, and I think you mentioned like, oh yeah, I grew up on hip hop and this and that, and I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that.
yeah, man.
That.
Yeah, I got to give a big old shout out to my parents, man, because they seriously, like, I'm not even kidding. Like growing up, dude, I was raised on like 90s hip hop, like Biggie, Tupac, and then also the R&B of 2000s. I always grew up on country because I'm in Oklahoma. It's huge here. And then you had like rock, even rock music. I was into everything. Grew up in church singing, so I had that side. So honestly, I just got to shout out to mom and dad because they just put good music in my ears all the time I was growing up. So
Absolutely. Awesome. Who are some of your biggest influences in the industry?
yeah, so that's another great question. I have since I do different genres, they're a little bit everywhere, but I'd say Sam Hunt is a big one of mine. I'm a very big Sam Hunt guy, just adding those hip hop melodies into a country song and talking and using the hip hop drums. I love that. Obviously being from Oklahoma, Garth Brooks, you got to, he's a phenom. So absolute legend. So he's obviously one of them. I've always grew up listening to him. Man, and then on the pop side, I've always been a Bieber guy. I've always been a Bieber guy. Even when it wasn't cool to be a Bieber guy, I was there. I was recording songs in my bathroom, probably sounding terrible, but Bieber and then Russ. Russ is a big one in the hip hop R&B lane. I think he's super, super influential and just gives out the best tips, especially for independent artists. It's just that would probably be my main ones. So Sam Hunt, Morgan Wallen's got a lot of great stuff going on right now. He's so talented, and Kane Brown. So a little bit everywhere, but I'd say Sam Hunt's probably the top one in the country lane.
The top one. Okay. Do you have one specifically for like songwriting alone and then one for performing alone?
Man, that's a tough one. I think obviously with songwriting, I take it. It's so influential by a lot of different things. I don't know if I could put one thing on it, but perform both ways. Actually, it's a lot of different things, and I just try to put them into one. So, yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. It's you've been doing this for 2 years, right? You said?
Yep, about 2 years. Yep.
What's been the best advice that you've been given that you're still following till today?
That is a great question. So, great question. let's see. What if it could turn better? What if like it could turn out better than what you can imagine? And one of my producers that I worked with told me that, and I thought about that, and I was like, wow. I mean, I can imagine this, but what if it turns out better? So I just got to keep going. I got to keep going and just never stop. So I thought that was great advice, and just kind of motivational, to be honest.
Absolutely. And if somebody was following your footsteps, would you give them the same advice, or what advice would you give them?
Yeah, I would just say to never stop. Just never stop. I swear to you, doors will open if you just keep going. Because like, man, I was literally playing basketball. Didn't know anyone in the music industry, and just kept going, man. Just keep going. And if you just work at it, dude, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen if you don't stop.
Yep, that's it. I mean, biggest one for me, someone told me, was patience as well.
100%.
Yeah,
Dude, it's a big one. Huge.
yeah. Just keep doing what you're doing. Have the patience, and something will come.
Exactly, man. I would rather try and fail than to just quit and not even get to know how I got. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, bro, I think there's a lot of growth that can happen through failure, and I think as long as you keep going, it's going to end up happening. So,
Absolutely.
that's how I look at it, man. That's how I look at it. 100%.
Perfect. All right. So you just released this new single, "Sleeping Alone." Tell us about it. How it all came together.
Yeah, man. So me and my best friend Kellen Hines, who I mentioned earlier, were literally sitting in the living room, and he started playing this kind of progression, like this chord progression, and I was like, dude, I love that. Let me see if I can get something on it. So then I started writing. I got the hook of "I've Been Sleeping Alone," "This House Ain't No Home." I got that, and then so we had like a rough version. We wrote it in like, dude, maybe an hour. It was a quick one, and then called my one of my best friends in Nashville, incredible producer Brandon Manley. I called him. I was like, dude, I think we got a good one. This is like emotional, but it's real. I just feel really good about it. And we showed him it, and he was like, whenever we all come to Nashville, let's record it. Let's lay it down. Let's get it done. Make it sound great. So we did that. So we ended up going to Nashville the next week. And another artist, songwriter, David Morris, came over and helped kind of put the puzzle pieces together and fix the lyrics a little bit, and kind of just get it all sounding great. And he was incredible too. And then, yeah, man, like it was like an hour, and the song was written, and then I went and recorded it, and we felt really good about it, man. We felt really good. We just felt like it's a song that can help a lot of people who go through being alone, or ever being left, or just not feeling at your highest. And just to know that other people go through the same thing can definitely help.
Absolutely. So this wasn't like a personal experience?
No, not this one. I've written a lot for that, but this one is I wrote it for my fans and for other people who are going through that, where they are sleeping alone, and they just don't feel great with themselves, just because they've been left. So yeah, it was kind of for the people. And I just tried to show as much emotion as possible through the recording, because I have felt that, but I didn't write it because of that reason. So yeah, man, I love it.
Love it. And available on all platforms, obviously.
All platforms, man. All platforms. Yes, sir.
Perfect. And do we have plans for a music video for this?
Oh, great question. Yeah. So we shot a music video, actually. This is the first time I'm saying it. So we shot a music video last week on Tuesday in Arkansas, and I actually just got it back yesterday, and it's looking crazy. So yeah, we're planning on dropping the music video. So if you guys are new, make sure to follow my socials, and I'll be posting a lot about that. But I'm excited for everyone to see it. We had to do a music video for it, and I'm very pleased how it turned out.
Awesome. Love it.
Yes.
So after all this craziness happened, you're fun. I was reading on a little bit about you, and you found yourself writing songs for Madison Beer, Little Mix, Anne Marie, artists like that. What's going through your mind? Where are you getting your your inspiration from when writing for artists?
And it's a great question, man. It all happened really fast. I ended up signing a management deal with Electric Feel Entertainment and Austin Rosen, who's out in Los Angeles and Miami. And then I was kind of connected. They kind of hooked me up with a couple incredible songwriters and producers, Pete Nappy and Upsall. And yeah, man, it happened so fast, like I said. And I loved pop music. And shout out to Pete and Upsall. Literally, the first time we got into a session, it was all over Zoom because it was during quarantine when COVID was like at the very beginning of it. So we were doing everything over Zoom, and I was like nervous, man. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue. I don't know. I didn't get to watch anybody. I'm thrown into the fire. And actually, the first session we ever had, my first one ever, we got the Madison beer cut. And that was wild just to see that happen, man. It was just like, this is incredible. So shout out Pete and Upsall for they're incredible, man. And then, yeah, they just helped me grow as a songwriter at just getting to watch them because they had been doing it and just like watching how their craft, it did a lot for me and it helped. And then that's where we kept writing with each other and ended up getting those little mix and Anne-Marie cuts as well. So it was cool, man. It was super cool.
Amazing. And where are you finding your inspiration when writing? Yeah,
man. I think honestly, what I do is anytime I have an idea, anytime I'm writing it down on my phone, I'm putting it in, even if it's off the TV, if I read something, it's going in the notes. And I don't know if I'll ever use it, but just to know it's there. So honestly, whenever I get into sessions, I'm going through my phone list and something will pop up and I'll be like, I remember this. And then I'm just going to go off that. I'm going to run off that. And yeah. And honestly, some of the songs, man, it's hard to explain. Some of them just write themselves. It's just something that's just given to me by God, honestly, because I just got to give him the credit because I don't know where it comes from sometimes. I just writes itself. So yeah, it just happens, man.
Awesome. Love it. And I mean, I don't know what restrictions are for you out there, but do you have any shows lined up?
Yeah, so that's currently right now with everything going on. We don't have any dates yet, but it's definitely being talked about. And as soon as everything's safe to go and we can do it, I 100% going to be doing shows this year. And I haven't done those, so it's going to be my first time. And I'm super excited to finally get to meet so many people, man. I'm just so pumped to get to hear the band behind me. It's just going to be incredible. So I can't wait for that, man.
Yeah, finally have all these followers that have been watching you forever coming in person.
I can't wait, bro. It's going to be, I think it's going to be special and I'm excited.
Awesome. With all that being said, the release, everything, what's next for you?
Yeah, bro. So great question. We got another song coming out in February. So we are getting ready for that. I go out to Nashville Monday. So we're going to be shooting a music video for that with an incredible videographer named Evan. And man, I'm excited. I think this one we got coming up is not to go against Sleeping Alone, because that's one of my favorite records. This one is just it's a whole nother vibe, but it's special, man. So I'm excited. So we'll have another song in February. I don't have the official date yet, but we have already everything set up. We'll shoot the music video and we'll put it out, man. So I'll probably be teasing it on TikTok pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that.
Perfect. And with that being said, tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, absolutely. So Instagram is Jake Banfield Music. And TikTok is Jake G Banfield. And then I think everything else is like, you can find my link tree. There's like a link at the bottom and it has everything on there on Spotify under my name, Jake Banfield. But yeah, I'm usually use Instagram and TikTok a lot. So Jake Banfield Music and Jake G Banfield.
Perfect. Easy enough. All right, guys, go grab his newest single, Sleeping Alone, and stay tuned for everything else. Go check him out. And
I love it. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for taking the time today.
I appreciate you.
Let's stay in touch, and I'm sure we'll talk soon.
I love it. Let's do it.
Take care.